EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Ritter now. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Pierce now up the middle. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Check white, yellow, line. Set.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they'll send Watson in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now Dillon on the inside give. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. And they'll send Watson in motion right. Dillon up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Ready.
They'll send Reed in motion left. Running left is Dillon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. A pause now as they tend to an injured player. And it's the quarterback, Jordan Love. He's shaken up out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Back to throw. Peterson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. A gain of 22.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Pierce on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Peterson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Jones on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, hut, smash, red. Ultra. Ready.
Going play action. Ritter. He finds his man. Complete. It's back. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Here we go. Switch, yellow. Set.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Down.
And 12 at the 31-yard line.
Seal, black. Set, hut.
Working from the gun, Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
Smash, smash. 5.
And inside the 5 here before it's right at the 3. It'll halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Again, it's Pierce. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Black swap. Smith, red. Blue, check.
Redder going to sneak it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there. 2nd and 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Peterson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Switch, yellow. Steal, check pitch, check white, check smash. Set.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Shot, 17, yellow, lining. Ready.
Going for it with Pierce. And he's able to break out of one tackler, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Lonnie Johnson picks it, and the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So that now back-to-back drive, CD, that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go. 11. Here's that.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
To throw is Peterson. To throw on 2nd down.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, unable to bring him to the ground.
Will Anderson
make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. This should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On the return is Jones. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Black shot. Strike. Check. Strike. Hut.
On play action, here's Ritter.
He finds his man, complete. It's back. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now Peterson looking to throw on second down.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Peterson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Jones. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Rolling to his right. That's complete to Pierce. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
Drill 52. Hey, go Fury. Green Jack.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
3rd down and 10. Here's Ritter.
And that is incomplete.
But plain and and simple. That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's a backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Looking to throw. Peterson.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Jones on the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check pink. Check white. Go red.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Hey,
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
Now a handoff for Pierce.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
34-yard line.
Ready?
Ritter off to play fake.
He'll buy some time right. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You want two.
You're without a doubt, and so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Opposite. Green. Black swamp.
Here's Pierce.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Houston. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Dillon.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 38.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Dillon.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Dillon will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Called a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, well secure. Don't turn it over.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Check white. Ultra, yellow, line, opposite, green. Hut.
Another carry for Pierce.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Ready.
Hand off right side to Pierce. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Smith, red.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Back to throw. Ritter. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Come on, set.
And they take a knee. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go.
Down to a knee, and the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory.
Here we go, set.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Hall.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the point.